All right. You can sit down. Can I have a seat? Okay, congratulations. Thank you so much for taking your precious time for us. Today we have a delegation from Canada and Korea and Tennessee and Hawaii who really love you. He really like to see you. So they want to hear about your thought and opinion for the Korean Peninsula issues. And they also want to say some few words for you. Okay, thank you. Let's start.
Okay, my name is Zelle Chang. I'm from Toronto, Canada. I was here about a year and a half ago, which was 2020 November. And it's nice to see you again. And thank you so much from the deep heart for all the effort, the resiliency you have put forth to come to where we are right now. I know it's not enough. We've got to do a lot more, aggressively, with enthusiasm. But anyway, I can't thank you enough for all the effort you have put. And I don't know if...
And I should ask, is there a parallel effort in the Canadian?
I knew you were going to say that. We are not as involved, shall we say, but we should be, and we will.
Canada fought in 1943. Canada should advocate peace in 1943.
Right.
In 1953.
Right. I don't know if you recall, when I was here last time, I did say, I hope this bill is passed, and ultimately, the peaceful resolution is realized and accomplished. When that happens, I'm not going to say if, when that happens, you will receive the Nobel Prize. I don't know if you're
One day, I'll share it with Casey.
Yeah. I just want to say that we represent delegates from all over the place. This is like from Korea, as you said, Canada, different regions of Canada, Hawaii, Tennessee. Just to express, it's from everywhere, and each of us represent not only one, but the community that we represent. So this is, although we only have like maybe 25, 30, but it's like maybe 301,000. So we represent a community who really are working hard as we can to achieve this peaceful Korean Peninsula. Okay. At the same time, I thank you for recognizing President Choi.
Okay.
How about representative from Ottawa, the capital of Canada? Maybe you can speak.
More representative.
Well, I mean, yeah.
My name is Hye Myung-yoon. I'm Korean Canadian. It's a little bit embarrassing, but it's kind of new to me. This whole movement is new to me. And yesterday when we are singing Korean anthem, I was really emotional in tears. This is Washington. It's not Korea. And I thought when Chang Eun-suk mentioned about how about we spreading this movement in Canada. I don't know Canada ever embarked into this kind of movement. I'm not very familiar with the Canadian politics, but I thought that that's a really good idea, putting some seeds. Someone like me, new person to this movement, who knows? We will have so many new, people coming in. And I really like to see one day you receive peace award. Really.
I came to Canada like 2 years ago, and back in Korea, I used to work with North Korean refugees, and I used to help them with the education providing.
Those folks have such courage. It's so difficult.
Yeah. So we really had a lot of difficulties there, but when I moved to Canada, I didn't see any of those efforts or any of I think as the Ottawa mentioned, I guess not many people really realize how the importance of this movement and acts. So I really want to motivate the youth in Canada as well, specifically in Toronto in my region. And I would like to hear some advice from you. Okay.
Sounds good.
Let's hear about this thought.
Well, and in general, whether you're in Canada or even better if you're in the United States, we need more co-sponsors for this bill. You'll want to see a number of while you're here, and you also want to see members of Congress in their district offices for at least a couple of reasons. First, you'll bring more people there. It's not cheap to come here. It's not easy to come here. It's a lot easier if you're from Tennessee to go to Nashville, go to whatever your town is, and bring several people. Second, I would urge you to get the voter list for your entire congressional district, but to look particularly for those with Korean names, and to see whether that list helps you build a list of supporters of this effort. Now, everyone in the world should be interested in this, but obviously Korean Americans are more involved in this issue per capita than any other group. And if you're able to bring to your member of Congress a list of 100 people with their email addresses and say, co-sponsor the bill, and then send a letter to each one of these people telling them you did it, you'll make 100 friends. And so the ability to meet in the office, to bring 5, to bring a petition from 100 or 500, for those to be clearly identified as people who live in the district with an email address, to come from the voter list, the registered voters, and then to invite them to send a letter or an email to them, builds the support. And then the strongest thing is, once they send that letter, somebody on that letter is going to bump into them in the supermarket and is going to say, hey, thanks for your letter and thanks for supporting peace in the Korean Peninsula. So it's this feedback at the local level. And it's a little harder to do in one sense. You're all here. You've all got the emotional buzz of being here together. Those who have been involved in the issue for decades are here to motivate you. You go back to Tennessee or to Hawaii, and you get distracted by other things. So you need to take the emotion that you have here and keep it alive a month from now.
Agreed.
And there's a lot of boring work in this. You're going to get on the phone with somebody you've never met who lives 20 miles or 100 miles away at another end of the district, and you're going to tell them why this is important, and you're going to call somebody, and then that's going to be the wrong number. Then it's going to be somebody who's too busy to talk to you. Then it's going to be somebody who disagrees with you. There's going to be somebody who says, well, I'm related to Robert E. Lee. I'm not as interested in Korean issues as you. My last name may be Lee, but I'm not particularly connected to Korea.
And I'm Chinese.
Or you could be Chinese or related to Robert E. Yes. So with all those, and yes, there are a number of last names, and in fact, the sophisticated list brokers will indicate which names are Korean, and then they have another category for Korean/Chinese. Gee, we don't know.
Yes.
So this is a lot of boring work. There's a lot of, and it's without the enthusiasm. It's sitting by yourself on a phone. But if you have the emotion here to do that locally and organize locally, there is nothing more powerful to a member of Congress than 5 constituents with a petition from with 100 in their district office. So that answers. Now, exactly how to do this in Canada. I do the same things, although I don't know whether the voter lists are as available there. Here we have list brokers, and you don't even, the entire list for the district might be cost you $3,000, but if you say I just want names that either are or could be Korean American, it might be 1,000. Hell, my district be a lot more. You may be paying $10, $20 for that. So get a list, organize on the list, and then if you know people who aren't registered to vote, who are in the Korean American community, get them registered to vote, get them on the list.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you so
okay.
much for
He should leave very shortly. We have just the last question.
From where, Hawaii?
Hawaii.
Hi, my name is also Kim Jong-un. He copied my name actually. I'm older than him. Anyway,
Oh, then send them a bill.
first of all, I'd like to show you and send you the deeply my heart. Thank you for
Now
your...
you spelled the un is spelled slightly differently than I see the.
Yeah, he slightly changed. So I'd like to thank you for your letter. You wrote the letter 2021 Biden administration, and that letter was the voice of Korean people, thousands of people who wish peace and reunification. So my question would be, is it possible, can you write the letter
Yes.
this year?
Yes, and let's try to get it as a sign-on letter with as many members of Congress as we can.
Wow.
Good.
Very,
Just last one from Korea.
My name is Young Hana from South Korea. I'm a professor of Chongqing University. My father moved to the south to give the Korean War. He missed his hometown all of his life, and he passed away 10 years ago. I just would like to express my deep gratitude on behalf of Korea and my family in proposing a vote to the bill which bring peace to Korean Peninsula. Thank you.
Thank you for your family story.
All right.
So,
Everybody at the table can stay seated, and then on this side though, if you guys can just turn your chairs around, and everybody else in the back that's standing, just come forward up.
그리고 우리 한 사람은 좀 사진 찍어야 돼 같이. 오케이.